We can always do it next week. It'll be more practice. We can give more practice for the volunteers. That'll be good. Unless you want to do it this week. Yeah, I can kind of see why. I think same day Thursday, because Wednesday they'll be practicing again, won't they? I reckon so. So you want blood pressure cards?
Yeah, I have I have the list in my room. Of course, those were people that signed up for this week, so we have to double check that they're still available next week. But yeah, I have the list on my desk. Of what for sign up? The paper is fine. I don't think it's going to be that complicated because it's only just during lunch. Yeah, and somebody should let Doctor if we pick that date and want to do that, and the library says it's fine, and we're going to put flyers with teachers and stuff. We should definitely let Dr. Saxon know that's going on too. Keep her in the loop of that. No, you won't have to do any paperwork because there's no money or anything like that. But it's just she just likes to kind of like know what's going on in the school and things like that. If we're telling teachers to do or asking teachers to do something, she kind of wants to at least know what day it's happening. Yeah, and we're not, just to be clear, I know you know this, but we're not like diagnosing anybody with hypertension. We can write down their blood pressure on the card and, tell them if it's outside the normal range that they should get it checked by a actual medical provider or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like we can't say you have hypertension. That's not legal to do that. Right. No, it's just you're learning. I mean, that's how you should sort of phrase it. The little card is like help the HOSA students learn how to do blood pressures. Stop by the library. Blah, blah. It's not like hypertension screening for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like you kind of just phrase it so they understand that it's just more practice for you than it is for them, really. But they get popcorn for helping if that's the prize.
Um,
We were
I
thinking.
hadn't.
Oh, sorry. I was probably gonna say the same thing as you. Jamie had the idea to do a QR code, and then yeah,
Yeah, like they
with
put
Google
the QR code
Docs.
on the screen and then they fill out all their information and everything. And I feel like that would be more easier and efficient because everyone already has a phone, and you're not passing around paper.
Well, we can still do a paper for them if they come up individually, because that's less people to worry about, than do whole attendance. Yeah.
Yeah.
The other thing, I was just going to say also, they could use somebody else's phone because they could scan it, like one person scans theirs, and then if you scan the QR code again, it's going to bring up a blank form, and the other person can put in their information. Do you know what I mean?
Oh,
Yeah.
true. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I just don't know how to I don't know how to do that, so I need some help trying to set it up because I have no idea how that works. um, I don't care. I'm free whenever. It's fine. Yeah.
Yeah. So I need to meet with the people at the end of the meeting that are doing the tested subjects. There's 22 people doing tested subjects. Um, I need to meet with them at the end of the meeting to tell them how it's going to work because their test is on the 28th of November. Um, the people that are doing project based competitions, I think we can wait another week or so to talk to them. I just want to get the people that are doing the test, like, so they can understand what's going on since theirs is coming first. Yes, this one that's in 2 days. Yeah, I need to meet with the people doing the tests afterwards so I can give them. I don't want to take up everybody's time when it's only those people. I mean, I can tell them there. You can put on the slide. It's what I'm going to tell them verbally that the testing date is going to be November 28th. That's a Tuesday, the Tuesday after Thanksgiving, um, at 1 p.m. And yep, and they'll be excused from class. And I can tell them all the other details when I talk to them. So just so they make sure they don't schedule themselves a dentist appointment or a whatever, if they can avoid it that afternoon. $254. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, and we could have made more. Honestly, we had a lot of baked goods that were left over, but there were like four organizations doing concession stands at the same exact time that day. So we had some competition. But yeah, 254 is not bad.
Yeah. There was like one club that was doing cash out. Or yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, don't
They were
worry, they're
hugging
all
all
in
the.
trouble. That's not allowed at all. That's a district policy. So
What club
that
was that?
all got shut down. Um, Interact and Theater were both taking Cash App, and yeah, you're not allowed to do that. So that won't happen again. Yeah, what we can do, what Miss Carranza said, if we ever do any kind of fundraiser and we want to take electronic payments or Apple Pay or credit cards or something, it has to go through her. So what we could do, like for example, is they could go to the cashier, say, I want to buy $5 worth of cookies at the bake sale for HOSA, and then pay her with their credit card. And she gives them a little receipt that says they paid $5. Excuse me. And then they come back to us and get their $5 of stuff. Um, so that's a way that's the only way that you can take electronic payments or credit card payments is through the cashier directly. If they're coming up to the table, they have to have cash. Um, we would if we for the next fundraiser, yeah. But I mean, it's not a big deal to do if we want to do that. If we ever want to do that again, we'll just keep that in mind. The other thing that we kind of messed up on the paperwork for this one, which is not anybody's fault, but we were selling, A and B lunch. And so we had to close out the cash and everything at the end of B lunch. And we had all these leftover cookies and brownies and cupcakes and stuff. And people were like asking all afternoon, like, can I buy one? Can I buy one? And we couldn't sell them because we didn't have, the sale was like over and we had already cashed out. So next time we need to put on the paperwork all the way through the end of the day. You know what I mean? Just for next time. Yeah. And I didn't even think about that, but they were like, well, can we like, well, and that's fine. Like they were in my classroom and I had students that were like, oh, can I buy a cupcake? And I was like, I can't because I can't take your money because we've already closed out the cash. But that's just like a note for next time.
If we're gonna have HOSA clubs, do we have to wear them every Wednesday?
Would What would be the reason people would want scrubs? Just to, I mean, because we're not doing like clinical work that needs them, and I'm just curious. Well, no, and I don't. It's not a bad idea, but like we only 35 out of 84 people even bought T-shirts. So I'm just thinking that the number of people that are going to spend money on scrubs is probably even smaller than that, just based on the T-shirt sales. But I'm not opposed to it. If somebody wants to order them, I can help y'all order them, but we won't be able to fund them out of the account, I don't think.
Ooh, what's a potluck? That's nice.
Yeah, I think we could have some sort of holiday, whatever celebration, social thing, like maybe the Wednesday. If we did it on a Wednesday afternoon, people already kind of have that planned into their schedule. We could. I think that'd be great. Well, it's really not that far because Thanksgiving is in 2 weeks, so it's really not very far.
Do you want me to
Um,
let them
the
know this week in the PowerPoint? Alright.
Theater did a similar thing, and during it, we like played a bunch of games and we did all that, and it was really fun.
Because I'm looking at the calendar, and what if we planned it on? So the December 20th is during finals, and so I was not going to have a meeting then. But the Wednesday before that is the 13th, and I think that would probably be the best day to do it. And it'll be like in place of our regular meeting. Yeah, I love those. Yeah, and actually I did one time with some people I worked with where we called it a regift, and you didn't spend any money. Like you literally, the gift you brought something from your house, like wrapped up, that you're willing to give away. And so it was like the ultimate like regift because nobody had to spend any money, and you got rid of some silly little thing. It was almost like, I mean, it ended up being like, goofy stuff because it's stuff that you like got a long time ago as a gift and you don't need or whatever. And that way more people might participate if they don't have to spend any money on it. And it was really funny. I mean, you do it because it's so hilarious when it's going on and people are like arguing about the like ugly socks or the candle or whatever that your great aunt sent you 2 years ago. So either way, yeah. Yeah. And we did it just like a white elephant. Like you wrapped it up and everything. But instead of having a new gift, it was basically like a, repurposed, upcycled Christmas present. But I think, honestly, I think we should put December 13th on the calendar. I don't like, you don't have to tell any details about what we're going to do, but that's literally a month from now, 5 weeks from now. So it's probably worth having people, mark that. I think so, just to tell them the date. You don't have to tell them
Okay.
any details.
So it's either between the potluck and the white elephant. Or you want to do both? Alright. I'll write that down.
Well,
Eat.
and we can also decide if we want to spend any of our money. You know what I'm saying? If it's instead of having everybody bring food, we can spend some money out of our account and get food. That's just a decision how, that's part of the reason we do some of these fundraisers, or if we want to save that till the end of the year or whatever. But that's just an idea for you guys to think about. But I would just tell them this week, honestly, just tell them to mark their calendar for the 13th of December. Are you going to be able to go? I know you were checking on because you go to CTC or something. Are you going to be able to go? Okay, I won't tell. Okay, well that's up to you. Okay, is everybody else planning on going? I think the only permission slip I got back was from somebody, one person.
Me.
I think it was Jamie. Yeah, Jamie. Who
I
else
think
is coming?
oh my goodness,
didn't
I have.
Ariana also hand it in? Didn't Ariana also hand hers in?
Oh, you know what? I think she did right after you. Yeah, so I have Ariana's and I have yours. Um,
I I have my permission slip. I just keep forgetting to turn it in. So,
Okay, that's fine. But you're planning on coming, right?
yes.
Okay. Jasmine, are you going to be able to come?
I'm not really sure. I'm still trying to like figure out what's gonna go on in my classes during that because I don't want to miss any tests and stuff like that.
Okay. Well, just let me know maybe by the beginning of next week. Could you do that?
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good. And then we'll have to ask, I don't think is Gloria on this call right now. No, we'll have to ask Gloria and VM. I haven't heard from them. So, okay. Me neither. Yeah, it should be good. I think it should be good. So, yeah, and we'll leave from the school like first thing in the morning.
Texas A&M. Isn't that a university here?
Uh, yes, it is. But actually, I forgot to mention, they actually changed the location. So it's not at Texas A&M Central Texas anymore. It is at a church. It's at the First United Methodist Church in Killeen. Yeah, just because of the space. It's not a religious function, but it's just because they had space or whatever the situation was. Yes, it's the First United Methodist Church on Elms Road, in Killeen. It's bad. It only takes like 15 minutes to drive there from the school. We're gonna go together in a big van. Yeah, well, I think it's like a suburban or a van or something. I don't know. I haven't seen it. I have to go pick it up on Tuesday. I'm not really sure how many people went because this is for like there's only 8 of us at the most. Um, oh, I don't know. Maybe it's like that. I don't know. I'm about to find out. So you'll have to just see what I get from the career center. I'm supposed to go there Tuesday and pick it up.
Do you want me to provide a summary of just what happened in today's meeting? Okay, so we talk about HOSA week, and we're gonna help the members practice on the blood pressure stations more. It's gonna be held next week, and we're gonna have to print out some flyers and a blood pressure card printing. And we will also need a double check on volunteers, and we also need to let Dr. Saxon know about the plan. Bulletin board, we haven't went to that yet. And attendance, we're gonna try with the QR code idea this Wednesday. And the HOSA competition readiness, we're gonna let people who are getting tested let them know to stay after the meeting and talk to Dr. Landis. And then for Bad Food Day, $254 was made from it, and I think we're gonna let the members know about it, right? All right. And then we're going to also let them know about the Christmas potluck and white elephant idea. And that is most probably going to be held at December 13th. And
Yes,
then we also.
I was just going to say the last thing too is remind them that they need to have 10 service hours each semester. So they need to keep that in mind that they have about 6 or 7 weeks left of this semester to finish up their 10 service hours for the semester. No, no, they can do if they do volunteer work at a whatever preschool or the animal control or wherever they volunteer. It's just we want the active members in the community. Now we give a lot of opportunities for HOSA to do HOSA hours with HOSA, but if they do outside volunteer work, that's fine too.
And then last thing I wanted to mention was the Great Leaders thing, but that's already in the PowerPoint. Yeah.
So just to clarify, who's making the QR code to try this form idea for the attendance? Are you going to try to do that, Kelsey?
Yeah, I can try and do it. Yeah.
Okay. And yeah, you should be able to, if you're able to do that and make a QR. I know you can actually make a QR code that goes to a link in Canva. That's a new feature they just added like a few months ago, and it's free. And so you could do that, and then if you send that to me, I can. Well, I guess it'll be in the slides. If you send it, give it to Jamie. If Jamie puts it on the slide, then everybody can just scan it from the slide, right? Is that how it's going to work?
Yeah.
Okay, that'll work.
Yeah.
Yes. So after we kind of break, we need people to practice blood pressures if they're doing the blood pressure station. We need the people doing the test to talk to me for a few minutes, and the bulletin board is naked.
Should we go back to that or just leave it for now?